We are looking at 1.27 acres in Apache County, Arizona. That's priced at $7,500. So this property is for someone who's looking for an affordable property in Arizona that comes with a lot of space, very few neighbors, and very few restrictions. This property is not for you if you're looking for a lot that's in the middle of the city, right next to jobs and all the big city amenities. But again, it is for you if you are looking for space, nature, affordability, and fairly light restrictions, which I'll cover in a second. But first, where are we? So this property is in eastern Arizona, eastern central Arizona. It is in the region known as the petrified or the painted desert, right by the petrified forest. So this is part of the desert that's known, as you can actually see from satellite images here, for its beautiful colors. The desert here has various sort of reds and purples. And we're also not too far from the petrified forest, which, actually, let me pull this up in Google Maps, which is known for petrified wood. That's from a forest that's, I think, 1 million years old. I'd have to check on the date. But let's see. Yeah, up here's the petrified forest. And here's what the painted desert looks like. You can see the different colors of the rocks. And here's some more images of that. And there should be some images of the petrified wood too. Yeah, here's the petrified wood from an ancient forest. So wood it's basically been turned into stone. All right, but the lot itself took us on a little bit of a detour. The lot itself, if we go back here, is just to the south of the painted desert. Closest town is Sholo or Concho. Now this is a rural lot. You would access it via Route 61. And it does have access via a dirt road. So again, this is an area for someone who really wants to be out in nature, far away from other people. We can go back to the drone footage here. So you can see what the surrounding area looks like. So this is an on-the-ground panorama. The property is flat. Of course, it's Arizona. Flat, light. There's some light vegetation. The surrounding area is fairly undeveloped, so you get a lot of open space, privacy, the desert views, some mountain views as well. There are dirt roads that lead you to the area. So you can see their condition here. They don't look terrible. They look like they're in pretty good condition. And here you can see more of the mountain views. You will see that some people are living out here. This is a spot where people do like to build off-grid homesteads. So there are some people who are making a living out here, if that's something you're interested in doing. Otherwise, it would be a good lot for recreation or as an affordable investment to add to a portfolio and maybe hold on to for a number of years. Right, so we can see more images here. There is this dirt road that leads to the property. Does appear to be in pretty good condition. Here are the connecting roads as well. All right, so I did say that this lot is lightly restricted, and that is one of the main benefits of buying a very rural property, that and the low annual taxes. You can see here that they're only about $8. But in terms of what you can use the property for, now I'm pulling up the county zoning ordinance. I always recommend you call the county yourself to go over their rules and regulations, but we can quickly look through what you can do with the property based on the zoning ordinance. So this is zoned agricultural general which allows for agricultural and residential uses. So soil crops are allowed, general agriculture is allowed. That's why this is a spot where some people actually do go to homestead, because you can use it for agricultural purposes. You can actually use it for commercial purposes as well. And horses, cattle, poultry, egg farms, all of these are allowed too. So very, very light restrictions. They basically say you can, it's more or less like you can do most anything here. You can also put a single family home or a mobile home on the lot too. So that's important. And in terms of RVs, because I know that is another use that many people ask about, I would recommend that you contact the county. I'll just see if they have. Okay, so yeah, it does look like travel trailers might be included under their definition of mobile homes. But I would recommend that you contact the county to go over their rules and restrictions regarding RVs. Now, as I said, this would be an off-grid lot, so electricity would likely need to be solar. Well and septic would be required as well. I'm going to pull this property up in the software we use for due diligence, so we can look at a few other things that are important for land buyers, like special hazard flood zone. And actually, since we're talking about wells in Arizona, this software pulls up surrounding wells. So you can see that this is the desert, so that's going to be one of the biggest concerns. You can see that there are actually a number of wells that have been drilled in this area. Like I said, there are people who do off-grid living nearby, so that's what a lot of these wells are. You can see that people have managed to drill wells here. And I do believe that for domestic use, you would not need water rights. But I would confirm that with the county. And I think there's also an aquifer. Yeah, there is an aquifer under this area, so that's why many people have been able to drill a well. So I know that's really important to note. Quickly, I'll also call out that there are no wetlands or a special hazard flood zone here, which is important because those can limit building or add additional regulations. And I know it's the desert, but you might be surprised. There are some wetlands and special hazard flood zones in desert areas too. All right, I do also want to point out that the property is fairly flat, although it does have a light slope. You can see here, slopes down toward the road. And soils are similar to all the other parcels in the area, so that's a good sign for a septic system, because likely these other homesteads would have installed a septic system. All right. So that brings us to how much this property is and owner financing. Although I will quickly note, I did mention that it's a good idea to call the county to go over their rules and regulations. If you did want some time to do that, we have a hold option. We actually introduced this because we know how important due diligence is. Almost all of our buyers do a little bit before they purchase from us. And in the past, people would go visit the property, come back, and by the time they got back, someone else would have bought the lot. So to prevent that from happening, we have a hold option. This takes the property off market. So you can take the time, visit the property, call the county, call us, do your research. It's only $50 for 2 days, and you can hold for up to 8 days. And there is an automated process that you can go through to hold the property on our website. If you did, and our website, by the way, is land.gocap.com. But in terms of price, so the lot is listed at $7,497 plus the dock fee. We do offer owner financing as well. So you will see that there actually aren't set terms on our website, and that is because we do like to tailor the owner financing terms to meet the needs of each individual buyer. So we want to make sure that we put together a personalized terms package that will make the property affordable for you. So if you are interested in owner financing, please reach out to us and let us know what kind of down payment and monthly payment makes sense for you. I will say, though, that the higher the down payment, the lower the interest rate we can provide. I also do want to be upfront about one thing, and that is we do say that there's no living on or building on the property until the end of the loan term. And this is for liability reasons, but you can use the property for recreational purposes as long as you're in compliance with all local rules and regulations. And we also don't have a prepayment penalty. So you can pay off the loan early when you're ready to get started building, if that's something you wanted to do. And you would save on interest if you did that. In fact, for everyone, if you pay off early, we do have a cashback rewards program. So if you pay off in 6 months, we'll give you 5% cash back on the purchase price. And if you pay off in 12 months, we'll give you 2.5% cash back on the purchase price. Right? So pay off early, you save on interest, you get some of your money back, and you can get started building if that's what you would like to do. Now, another thing I'll say is that we have, and actually I should introduce myself at this point. My name is Erica. I have a company, Apache Capital, that sells vacant land. Our mission is to help people across the country become landowners and build their own version of the American dream. We've been in business 7 years, and we've helped close to 700 people become landowners. Our website is land.gocap.com. If you go there, you'll see all of our available properties. We do work throughout the entire U.S. And this property we're looking at today is number 822, the lot in Apache County on Stamford Street. So if you want to find this property on our website, you just search for 822. Quick note, this is our internal numbering system. So if you are doing your research with the county, don't ask them about lot 822. You would use this number here, the assessor's parcel number. But to find it on our website, it's number 822. All right. So, and other note, we are not real estate agents. We only sell properties our company owns. So all of our lots do come with owner financing. Right. But as I said, we've helped close to 700 people become landowners. And one thing we often hear, especially from first-time land buyers, is that land can feel a little overwhelming. There's a lot more to think about before you purchase than with a home. So a lot of people express that they're concerned that they might not find everything they need to before they purchase the lot. So to help with that, we did create a 365-day land exchange guarantee to make sure that your land purchase is as risk-free as possible. So in the first year with owner financing, you are able to exchange the lot for another property in our inventory. You just need to pay a new dock fee, but you can transfer over the entire principal you'd paid toward the first property to a new property. So this way, if you find out that the property doesn't work for you for whatever reason, or another property comes into our inventory that is really perfect, or maybe larger, or just a better fit, you can exchange the lot once and move forward with the property that works best for you. So that way you know that you will be getting the property that meets your needs and helps you achieve the American dream. We do also have a landowner success bundle that comes free with every purchase. This is a set of 9 bonuses we put together to help you make the most out of your land. And these include exclusive offers with mobile home manufacturers and dealers. So you get a discount that's not available to the general public. We also have monthly landowner Q&A calls with me. So after you purchase, if you need help figuring out what the next steps are, or if there's something you want to do with the property and you want to get some advice on on how to go about developing the property or doing what you would like. You can join every month and ask any question you may have. Every purchase also comes with a complimentary vacation voucher valid for a 3-night hotel stay in one of over 50 global locations, along with a hotel savings card that has a $500 value that you can use to buy down hotel stays anywhere in the U.S. And these two bonuses are designed to help offset the cost of moving to a new location or visiting the property or just having a vacation to celebrate land ownership. You can also get a free 30-minute architectural consultation with me because I do have a background in architecture. And every purchase comes with a homesteading guide, building and zoning guide, post-closing checklist, and neighbor lookup tutorial. So these bonuses come free with every purchase. You get them when the deed is recorded. That's either upfront with a cash purchase or at the end of the loan term with owner financing. Right. And if you did want to reach out to us to go over owner financing terms, talk about the property, or maybe just talk about which lot in our inventory would work best for you, there's a contact button at the top of the listing page. You can also just go to book.goatcap.com or call.goatcap.com to talk to the team and let us know what you're looking for and what kind of owner financing terms you might be interested in. Again, this property and all of our properties can be found at land.goatcap.com. And we do have a free land giveaway as well. This is to get the word out about our company. So if you really want a good deal, you can go to freelandgiveaway.com. On July 4th, we will be giving away the lowest value property in our inventory. So go to freelandgiveaway.com to see how to participate. Or you can just go to our YouTube homepage, go to Goatche Capital, and go down to Freeland Giveaway Promotion. The last thing I'll say is my partner and I are live every day at 5 p.m. Eastern. We do free property reviews. So if you are in the market for land, you have other properties that you're looking at, and you would like a free review of those properties, join us any day at 5 p.m. Eastern and leave your property in the chat. So I look forward to speaking with you. Thank you for watching.